There was actually 70 arresting officers.
Damn.
And there was only 15 of us there. So you guess how the fight went.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. Live the best.
When I was in the Roadrunners, we went to take over this town of St. Paul, Oregon. There was 20 of us there, different clubs, 4 different clubs. And we were all in cars, went in there, and we seen a few cop cars along the way. When we got there, we hit that bar, and they hit us. We were all arrested. Went to Salem, Marion County Jail, and here was all these bikers in jail loaded on LSD.
Oh, damn.
Had a ball.
They probably regretted that decision.
What I was getting to, it was only $100 bail.
And could you pay it right there? And they're like,
I didn't have $100. I was working, but I didn't have $100. Somebody come in, one of the guys' dad or something, lent me the money. I was in jail on my mom's birthday, so I had to navigate that.
Oh, yeah.
with her. So, like I said, the 60s, that was in the 60s. That was just, crazy time for, I think, outlaws all across the country.
What was your experience like then? I mean, what?
As far as
in that time period in the 60s?
My experience of being a biker?
Yeah. Like, how did that look different from the 70s and 80s?
Because back then I was going around going, holy shit.
Yeah.
I was at a meeting between Cossacks and Devil's Disciples before I was getting to Devil's. And the president of the Cossacks and the president of the Devil's Disciples both pulled the gun about the same time. And it was 15, 20 of us in the room, and they were pointing these guns while they were talking to each other. I mean, it was what you could get away with. It was, I've seen fights over motorcycles. The guy that wins the fight keeps a motorcycle if he won the fight. All stuff that I tried to navigate away from, but in small ways had to deal with. Get away with whatever you get away with.
And maintain your honor and respect. And
yeah, I wasn't too much concerned with that. Yeah. I was just wanting to stay alive and be able to work, but stay in the system,
Yeah.
Keep on doing it. Would it have raised some eyebrows now? Yes, almost every week of it,
Yeah.
I come home one time and there was a gypsy joker and Iron Horseman. This Iron Horseman had put a gun to my head one time. But they were trying to break into my garage door, and I was just coming home from work. Well, I had a gun in the car, so I just stepped out. I'd always draw my gun quick, but I'd never level at anybody, And so I walked out of there with a gun, and they went scampering down the street.
They're like, wrong house.
But I mean, that kind of shit was going on.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best.
The day started, we got in a little tiff with the gypsy jokers, not lightweight, a couple guys arguing or something. And we went to the Slow Pitcher, it was our bar. So we invited, 8 or 9 of them come down to meet with us. And we were going, bygones be bygones, good fight, and just decided we were sitting there drinking dime beer. And then all of a sudden, there about 10 cops come through the front door. They came in hard enough to where you became real aware of it. They went up to the bar. We had 5 or 6 members at the bar. And I can't remember, it was Diamond Dawn saying, "What'd you say?" to the cops. And Phil said, this is where I saw, Phil said, "You can't do that." And they had a flashlight, these Kelly killers. I've got one in the other room. And hit him right in the jaw, right up under his jaw. And the fight was on, right from the bar, all that kind of stuff. My involvement was more or less, the cop was on somebody and I could grab his belt and throw him behind me, stuff like that. And of course we ended up with 9 members in jail, 20-some charges. Started a whole new path for Brother Speed at that point. Because, first of all, we had to get everybody out of the hospital first, and then out of jail, and then trials.
What was the scene like, though, while this is happening, right? Like
the hippies and shit, it was wall-to-wall people. And the hippies, when they see the cops come, they ran for the back door. And then about 10 more cops came in from the back door and bunched us all up in there, and there was tangles and...
So they had you from the front and the back and just squeezing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was blood spots everywhere. Me, Icky, Ricky, and Preacher did not get arrested, and there might have been another person. And about only half the jokers got arrested. Yeah, they came to hurt. You know, I mean, after they got handcuffed them, there was many cases where they banged their head on the car and whatnot.
Damn.
And there was a piece after it was all over, done in the news. I don't know if it aired or not, but Channel 8 showed us what they'd filmed. And there was Preacher and Icky, we're gonna get them cops, we're gonna burn them cars up and burn them son of a bitch. Then the news media, none of us were versed in how to deal with the media and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But we got Roy Collins, who was a talk radio show host, and we got on his program. We got on Channel 8 and I think Channel 12 to say, hey, what the fuck? Is this what you want for a police department? We actually did speaking engagements for college groups, newspaper guys in college. The Gray Panthers, which are old political people in Portland.
Okay.
We met before them, again on TV, radio. A guy named Stanford did a real bunch of, and Baker's Dozen did nice reports for us. And at the same time, as members, not only dealing with the media, dealing with the cops, dealing with court, parents of members. And they started out, well, you got to do what the police says. And I remember Phil's dad was Admiral. And
in the Navy or something?
In the Navy,
okay.
Yeah. And he was going to Diamond Dawn, you just mind what the cops say and all that stuff. And I'm going, Diamond Dawn, yeah, but he handled it. So anyway, long story short, first trial was Phil. And they had all these cops and whatnot were lousy testifiers, and they couldn't really justify what they did or why they did it. A member of the Gray Panthers that we spoke before was the jury foreman. We beat that trial just hands down.
Okay.
In the news again, we're nice boys.
Right. Just a good old boys.
Yeah. And then the next trial come. We had one suit. Brown suit, and we'd
rotate it
to each person that went with a tie and all that.
That's
kind
awesome.
Of stuff. The old ladies would go and take notes in the courtroom. Yeah, but it veered us away from having fun for a good year or so. And we won every trial except for one, and he just pled guilty to something to
wrap that one
so he
up.
wouldn't have to go to jail. So anyway, we beat them all, and then we had a 1-year anniversary at the bar. I think the bar was closed by then, but we all had our bikes lined up, and here come the pack from somewhere or whatnot. Ugo was leading it. He comes roaring up there and runs over a videographer, breaks his camera.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, $25,000. Front page news. A guy, here's the cameraman picture with his camera. And it cost $25,000.
Right. You should take better care of yourself.
Get out of that road. So anyway, we made it through that. Lost a few members through it, because it was not fun at all.
I bet. I know just from the stories that I've heard, there was a lot of fundraising going on, for a defense fund for the fellas that were getting drugged through court. And
yeah, we rented this hall in Portland, and we knew this minister. He was Michael Zahariki, Greek Orthodox Church. He got us the liquor license.
Nice.
So it wouldn't look, because we couldn't get one.
Yeah.
And we threw this party, and I don't know, I think we come out of there with $6,000 in our hand. And we were utterly amazed. We had guards.
Right.
Guarding the money.
$6,000 in the 70s, though. I mean, just to put that in today's money, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can't even, I'm going to take a guess at that's probably like 30 grand.
And your court costs were, several $100 is all to get out of jail.
Yeah, wow.
Bail out. We had our own bail bondsman.
I've had speeding tickets that much.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Really, motorcycles are the center focus, right? As they should be. And it's a motorcycle club.
Right.
But the performance and the art of the bikes, did that, when you first came around the club, when you first met Boise, right? And that story you told earlier, was that something that stood out to you right away? Was like, these guys like aren't just bikers. These guys are artists and performance
and
engineers.
Had some fast motorcycles too.
Yeah.
No, it stood out. For the first 10 years, I tore my bike down every single year, painted, put a new paint job on it, new frame on it. And,
Is that right?
So it looked good. And when I never, I think it was 1985 before I ever got a dresser, or what would be a dress, soft tail.
Tell me about that, actually. 1985. I know, the night that Dad was killed, the next day, didn't you get run over, and then Showman got run over? Yeah. Like, you guys all
Showman
ended
got
up in
ran
the
over,
hospital.
and I got a head-on collision where my bike went under the car and I went over the top.
So how did that was literally the next day, was it?
Yeah,
Or
next
within-
evening.
Yeah. And so how did that, what happened?
We'd been at the clubhouse calling people, trying to get funding and find out what was going on everywhere, and calling parents and stuff. And I was there all day, and I don't know, it was 8 or 9 o'clock, heading back out to the place where I lived. And this car kind of was in the center lane coming towards me, and then moved over into the lane that I was in right before it got to me.
It's amazing that you lived
And some
through
people
that.
saw it too. Apparently I did quite a flying maneuver.
I bet.
And I didn't even get hurt in the accident. It's when I landed, concussions and broken shoulder blade.
And so then you ended up in the hospital, and then didn't Showman get run over by a cattle truck or something that same day, or?
Maybe the next day.
Yeah. It was like,
And
bang,
before
bang,
long,
bang.
me and him were both in the same hospital room.
Yeah. Were you bunk buddies?
Yeah.
You guys shared the same room? Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that must have been
He was
entertaining.
chasing nurses and all that kind of stuff. I couldn't move. He was having a good time. Me not so much.
That's funny.
And I had 2 old ladies show up at the hospital at the same time.
Oh boy.
I could hear, one came in the door to say something, and I could hear the clicking of the high heels. On the other one, I'm going, oh God.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh man. How did that work out?
It worked out.
Yeah. They were understanding.
They accepted. They can't understand anything, much as far as what guys do. I was the injured guy.
Right.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. Live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can
But I
be.
got a goat to eat around the inside so the berry vines wouldn't take up all our party area.
Oh, right.
And then your dad's dog killed my goat.